Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Northern Ohio Golden Broncos Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 25. We take on some more Big Ten foes in today's episode, including a Week 6 game that might be the most important game of the season so far. It is our first massive visit week for a lot of our five-star recruits that are going to be coming on campus and hopefully choosing to commit to the school after the game. But that's game number 2 of today's doubleheader. The first game, we have to go on the road to the Rose Bowl and play UCLA. They're not having that great of a year, but it could always be a tough environment, especially when you're going all the way to California, playing in a hostile environment. It could be pretty tricky, but I think we have a team good enough to get past them with ease. Let's find out. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go start this video with a W. Your number 2 ranked Golden Broncos travel to the Rose Bowl to play UCLA in the first game of the doubleheader. In the second game of the doubleheader, we will take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Both games at 5 p.m., which is kind of funny. But this game is a home game because it is week 6, which means it is our first big recruiting visit of the season. We have the number 1 player on the entire recruiting board on campus in week 6. George Chin, 5-star gem defensive end, 6'5", 285. He is on campus, and it's going to be very important to get him on committed to the team. We also have Andre Price, the number 2 player in the entire country. Unfortunately for us, Georgia has surpassed us. So if we don't have a good game, not only against UCLA, but also against Illinois, these 2 games are going to be absolutely crucial to getting Andre Price to commit to the school, because if we don't get him to commit after these 2 weeks, then he's most likely going to go to Georgia in week 7, which I don't want. I'd really like to have the 2 top players in the class both committed to the school. Then the number 5 player, Walt Ogletree, also on campus in week 6. Sammy Bulaga, he's on campus in the next episode in week number 8, but he's a top 10 player in the country. Lamar Choice is a top 15 player in the class. He's left tackle. He is on campus in week 6. Let's just say week number 6 is absolutely, utterly massive. We have the number 1 player, the number 2 player, the number 5 player, and the number 13 player on campus all in 1 week. That is 4 ultra important players to bring in. But since it's the number 2 game of the episode, it's the second game of the episode, we have to still dominate against UCLA if we want to keep those guys with high interest and keep ourselves as the number 1 team in the entire board, their entire rankings. So we want to do that. We're going to go with the blackouts for this game against UCLA. It's on the road. We're in a hostile environment. We might as well go with the blackouts. It's also going to be somewhat of a night game. It's kind of like an evening into night game. So it's going to be important to win this game and win it fairly convincingly. So let's go and do that. Here we go. It is game time against UCLA in the Rose Bowl. It's raining, which is not something traditionally common here in Southern California, but hey, it is what it is. It's a rain game, and Stephon Angel, would that be his name? Stephon Angel is the primary focus player that they are showing here. We are, 3-4 years deep into this dynasty, so a lot of faces have changed, a lot of names have changed, but some things stay the same, and that is Quentin Luther is a beast. He's such a good linebacker. I really hope he continues to grow and develop, because he could be one of the best linebackers in the country if he is properly utilized, and I hope he can be. That's great blocking from the UCLA wide receivers. Hit stick does not work on the quarterback. Oh, it's Julian Sayin, former Ohio State quarterback, transfers out here to UCLA. All right, well, we're taking on Julian. I forgot he transferred out here. That's got to be picked off. It's not going to be picked off. It wouldn't let me turn into Kayvon Justice for some reason. It turned me into the other corner that was in that area. Sometimes it's frustrating, but we got to try to stop Julian Sayin. That's not going to be very easy. Julian Sayin's a great talent at the quarterback position. They're going to go screen here. It's going to work to perfection, and he's going to get the first down. Stephon Angel with the catch and run. That's annoying. This UCLA team, like I said, they could be pretty stingy, pretty tough team. But we are also a pretty tough team. I mean, we're ranked number 2 in the country for a reason. We just got to go out and prove it. Temple killed Memphis, by the way. I don't know if you saw that score in the bottom corner, or the bottom of the screen. Another unbelievable route run by UCLA receiver. He's got 1,200 yards, so he's not having, like, the greatest ultra season of all time, but he's having a very good season, Julian Sayin. And they're 2-2, so their team is not having a great year either. That's a big hit. Those will start to add up if we can keep hitting them. Those will certainly start to add up. Let's be Jeremiah Buckley again. I don't like the way that this UCLA team is just walking down the field on me. Good job, Quentin Luther. Big tackle from the big dog. The biggest of all the dogs. 2nd and 7 from the 9. I'd love a stand here, but we can't do it. He just runs right through us, right up the middle. There was unbelievable space, and we get gashed on the opening drive by UCLA. That's not a good sign. If our defense can't stop UCLA on the first drive, what's going to happen the rest of the game? I'm a little bit worried now. I'm a little bit worried that UCLA is going to be a tougher team than I gave them credit for, and we cannot really afford that with the way these recruiting battles are going. We need to dominate both these games, win them both comfortably, including, obviously, the game against Illinois next game in the second game of the doubleheader. We need to blow them out if we want to secure the commitments of some of these guys, including the commitment of the guy, I forget his name, I'm blanking on who it is, but we need to secure the commitment of the one player that is going to Georgia, or at least Georgia's passed us, so we need to secure that commitment. And the only way of doing that is impressing him by blowing teams out. And you can't do that when you're down in the game already. And I had needed to wait a little bit longer for the receiver to clear out there, and I just didn't have that time. That's unfortunate. 3rd and 5 already. We can't really have a 3 and out. That's kind of unacceptable. So there's a Z Smith catch, and he's got a lot of speed. Not that much speed, apparently. He gets caught from behind. But Nick Madden's able to deliver a nice ball. He has been our starter the entire season, so we've given Nick Madden the reins, and he's done a fine job. He's not been, like, overly impressive. He's gotten the job done, which, in the grand scheme of things, is good. It's just not the flash that a Caleb Nobles or a Deshaun Wheeler possessed. They were guys where when they were on the field, you knew a touchdown could happen at any moment. That's not the kind of feeling I get with Nick Madden. He's more of just a game manager. He's going to make the throws that he can make, and he's not going to kill you. He's not going to most likely, oh, this is a bad run. He's most likely not going to be the reason you lose the game, but he's also most likely not going to be the reason you win the game. It's going to have to be up to the rest of the talent on the field. That was a really bad run, but this might be a really good run. That is going to be Bannister, and he drops it, Mac. I know you're not a great receiving running back. It's not your specialty, but you got to hold on to that, man. That's a huge play that's just completely missed now. Underthrow, it's going to be 4th and 6. We can't take the points. It's a 50-yard field goal. I can't kick this, and it's good because I lost connection anyway. All right. Well, I figured that was going to happen, so I'm not super upset. I will be back when I get things ready to go. Okay, I think I have gotten it back close to what happened, and basically now you see that it's not raining, so we don't have that to worry about in this game. But also, the first drive, instead of UCLA scoring on their first drive, Julian Sayin actually threw a pick. He threw a pick to TT Claiborne, so that's good. We didn't allow them to score a touchdown, which is pretty nice. And now we have the football trying to take the lead. Nick Madden is struggling with injury, or at least risk of injury. Blankenship, I needed you to slip that tackle, man. I needed you to slip that. There's not really anything else to say. I needed you to slip that tackle, but you didn't. So we're gonna have to rely on Jashawn Oliver to get the first down, and he is able to do it. So thank you, Jashawn, for getting that first down, keeping this drive alive, which is much, much needed. We definitely need to keep this drive alive. And we need to go underneath. That's going to be Allen Jr. And Sammy will turn up the field. Second inches. Okay. Second inches. I don't really want to play action here. I don't think that's the right move. Let's go with a run to Mac Bannister. Snap it while they're not set. Snap it while they're not set. Bannister, you got to hold a block. I know you're a tight end, Greg. You got to hold that block for a little bit longer. Just a half a second. Let Bannister get around you, then let go of the block. That would have really helped out. And Oliver, they're going to give me 4th and inches. Really? That's the spot you're going to give me? That's brutal. That is a brutal spot to give me. I'm going to go QB sneak. They're giving me that right gap, the right side of the center. I got to go for it. And I'll get the first down. Good job, Nick. Needed that. Absolutely. UCLA's been pretty tough. I will give them that. They do not play like a 2-2 football team. I'm not sure who they lost to, but they are pretty tough. Their defense is kind of suffocating. It's kind of frustrating how good they are. But as long as we can control this game, we shouldn't have any problems. That's going to be a holding call. And Oliver actually spun out of the tackle and made something of the play. But of course, that's the one play that's going to get called back. And we're going to lose a lot of yards on that. Pierre Erickson, who's one of our better players in the entire team, gets called for the hold. It's 2nd and 13 now. Ugh. All right, well, the handoff to Oliver to get us closer. He gets a lot of those yards back. It's 3rd and 5 now. He got a lot of those yards back. Does Z Smith get open here? He kind of has to. I think he has enough. Z Smith, he held on to the football. Oh my God, I didn't think he was going to hold on to that ball. We end the first quarter, tied at 0. I really didn't think he was going to hold on to that football. Wow, that's crazy. I thought the UCLA defender was going to be able to get his hand in there and then be able to knock it down or cause Z to drop it, but thankfully he held on. And we will move to a new set of downs here in the second quarter. Handoff to Oliver, and Oliver will get up to the 14-yard line. Good job. The Y corner is a dangerous play. Greg Mills has a shot at getting open here, but he never really does. I'm going to take off with Nick Madden. I'm going to dive. No! My God, that was not the dive that I wanted to have happen. Why is that always the dive that they chose, or that they choose? I just want a simple slide. I don't want a Superman dive. That's certainly not what I want. That's a drop. Yeah, I kind of assumed that was going to be a drop. They kind of rushed me pretty heavily there. I had to do something. I kind of assumed that was going to be a drop. 2nd and goal. Got to get in the end zone here. Got to get in the end zone here. It's going to be a catch. Greenwell gets closer, a couple yards closer, I guess, but it's 3rd and goal from the 5. We need to put this in the end zone, but UCLA's defense is just everywhere. They got players on every single side of the ball, and that is a huge touchdown. It's caught and held on to by Christopher Greenwell Jr. He had his breakout season last year, and he continues to impress. That is a massive, massive catch with a guy draped all over him, and we will go on defense for the second time, hopefully with another chance at interception. I hope Julian Sayin throws another pick. He kind of threw it. What happened was they were driving down the field like they had the first time we did this, and he had like a couple of receivers in the same area in the middle of the field, and he kind of just threw into both of them, and one of my guys stepped in front. TT stepped in front and snagged it. So that's kind of the way that the interception happened. And I'm happy about it because it gave us a chance to take the lead for the first time. And unfortunately, now UCLA is back to their domination, it seems. I don't know why our defense is struggling so much against this offense. They don't seem like they're that good. I mean, I know Julian Sayin's a good quarterback, but the rest of the team doesn't seem to be amazing. But we can't stop the run, and when Julian drops back to pass, it is kind of unstoppable. We need to figure this out. Figure this out. Hand off again. I got locked on a block that time. Oh, I'm just missing tackles left and right. My linebacker was going to make the play, and I got locked on an animation, a block animation that last right before I got my dive animation to tackle him. Come on, Allen. Somebody get to the quarterback and sack him. No, I missed a tackle again. That's a big hit from Eric James Jr. Those will add up. But Julian Saint is carving me up like a Thanksgiving turkey. This is getting out of hand. Oh, that's got to be a freaking interception, but nobody was even there. I thought he was throwing it deeper in the field to the end zone. He wasn't. All right, let's just clog up the middle. Don't let him hand this off because it's probably going to be a handoff. And it will be a handoff, and we shut it down exactly. Beautifully done, wrapping him up. Uwazurike, the freshman, comes in and makes a big play there. That is exactly what we needed. 3rd and goal, another handoff, and this time, no, what happened? I thought I had him. I touched him, but it didn't give me the animation to tackle him. We got close enough to tackle him, and I thought that it was going to give me that animation, but he just kind of like went past me. It didn't even give me anything. So UCLA has scored, which is not good because they did it very easy. I don't know why our defense is not making it harder for them to score here. They are pretty much every single time they touch the ball, other than the one interception that he threw on the first drive, they have pretty much just walked down the field and done whatever they wanted. And I don't like that because it's tougher for me. I'm having to work a lot of plays each drive just to get down the field to score. But now we have an advantage here because we have 2 minutes to try and get down the field and score a touchdown. And then I think we get the ball again to start the second half, so we can really take an advantage here. We can get a 2-touchdown lead if everything goes perfectly. Will everything go perfectly? Most likely not. That's not usually how my luck works out, but it would be nice if it did. I'd really appreciate it. I just wish. I mean, it feels like they've got so many people on the field. It feels like they got way more people than the recommended amount that you need to have. It does not feel like 11 on 11. It feels like they have doubled the amount of people. First down, Nick Madden. I need something to happen. Get that ball away. No, he spun the wrong way. Why are you doing that, Nick? Why would you spin like that to throw the ball away? I pressed the button to get the animation, and he spun around, and it... God, sometimes, man, these animations kill me. And then I'm going to get pressure and thrown away. God, this drive's just dead. The drive died when I took that sack. That was an unimaginable travesty. Cannot take that sack there, and we did. And now I'm not even going to get the ball off again. Give me some freaking time, guys. Come on. What are we doing here? I just need a little bit of time to at least throw the football. Now, it probably wouldn't have been caught anyway. They had double coverage on me. But still, I just need a little bit of time to throw it. That's 3 straight plays where the UCLA defensive line got to me before I even finished my drop back. It's starting to get a little bit out of hand. My offensive line's not that bad. We're actually probably one of the better offensive lines in the country. And now UCLA is going to get more points before the half is over, and they're going to have the advantage that I should have had. This feels like a super annoying game that's going to be a loss in the end. That's just kind of what it feels like. The way UCLA has been playing, the way they've been playing almost unstoppable football, it feels like it's drawn up and scripted as a loss for us. That's got to be a pick. No, just turn around and intercept the pass, man. It's not that difficult. All you got to do is turn around and catch it. They're at least going to get 3, unless Julian makes a bad mistake and throws a pick or something. Oh, that's a drop. I thought for sure that was going to be a catch. I don't know how he dropped it. But they're at least going to get 3 points, which is not good because then it's 10-7, and we don't have our advantage anymore. Julian, pick. Where are you going? Where are you going? That's a pick. Illegal touching. Wow, okay. JoJo Phillips stepped out of bounds and then came back and was the first guy to touch the ball. Not something I expected, but that shouldn't even have been a problem. We should have just had the interception, but I couldn't get my guy to turn around. We're going to hold them to 3 points, I guess. That's good, I guess. I mean, it's not amazing, but I didn't want them to have any points. But this is what they have. Oh, how did I miss the block? I even timed it up. Maybe I timed it up too well. We go into half down 10-7. This has been a frustrating game, I will say the least. Oh, this has been just UCLA is just such a annoying team to play against right now. I don't know why they're so good. They're not that good of a team. Ikegwanu will go down at the 22, give us a great starting field position. We need to play better. The crowd is most certainly involved, and these are the type of games where I'm worried about our quarterback situation. Because usually, the past couple of years, or really ever since the series started, we've had a quarterback that I felt confident in when we're down in a game and I could feel like we could score at any moment with the combination of Wheeler and Nobles. But I don't feel that way with Nick Madden or really anybody that we have in the quarterback room. Cornell Peppers or um, the other dude, I forget his name, the guy that we were going to start, the freshman. I don't feel confident with any of those guys. And our blocking is just non-existent right now. It doesn't matter if it's running or passing. We just can't block a single player. What is going on here? Why is UCLA getting so much pressure on me? And where's the blocking there? He literally ran past two of you. He went in between the both of you. What kind of blocking is that? It's not blocking is what it is. Come on, guys. At least give me a little bit of chance. At least act like you're trying to help me. And I scrambled there because I didn't know what else to do. I feel like I gotta go for this. I know that's really stupid, considering the spot in the field we are in. But, I mean, we just haven't had any offensive momentum at all. I might be able to scramble this for a first down, and Nick Madden's going to be able to get it. Wow, Nick Madden. I didn't think he had the speed in him to do that, but he delivers. I mean, we got benefited by nobody on that right side being there for UCLA, but it's just, why am I even trying to run the ball at this point? We are just not blocking. It's just not something we want to do, apparently. Man, I was kind of hoping we didn't have a game like this. We kind of need an impressive win. I mean, I know it's not like crucial to get an impressive win. We just need to get the win. But I really want to impress those recruits. Have a little bit of an advantage going into the next game against Illinois. Greenwell drops that pass. This is frustrating. Greg Mills, he seems to be pretty much open every single time on that route, so that's nice. At least we can count on that. But this UCLA team, man, they are tough. I really hope that the Illinois game is not similar difficulty because this is tricky. And Sammy, why are you dropping the pass, Sammy? You don't ever drop those. Come on, man. You're sure-handed most of the time. What are you doing here? Historically, you're one of our better pass-catching receivers. I shouldn't have thrown that. That's my bad. That was a bad decision. That was a really bad decision. Final play of the third quarter. I mean, we need this to work. We're going to go in. It's Greg Mills. He's going to get the first down. Yes, they gave it to me. I was not sure if they would give that to me whatsoever. Oh, that's clutch. That's really, really clutch giving me that first down. I thought they would surely give me 4th and inches. Whew, that was close. That was really, really close. But now we got to put it in the end zone. It's what we got to do. We got to put this in the end zone. Jay-Sean Oliver gets us to the 5. Chipping away. They're really loading up the box here. Oliver got a yard, but they brought some crazy speed around the side there. And now it's a make-or-break third down opportunity. I mean, we could take the field goal. I don't really want to take the field goal. I want to score with Nick Madden. Take it, Nick. Touchdown, Golden Broncos. Nick Madden. The 2 biggest plays of that entire drive were completed by Nick Madden's legs. He ran on the 3rd down, or on the 4th down even, and he ran on the touchdown drive. Oof. Wow. Nick Madden stepping up in some big spots. It's nice to see my quarterback actually be able to do that. All right, defense. Let's do this. Just need a drive. Just need a solid drive where we get the ball back without any points. That's all we're looking for here. And that could be right there. No, it's going to be caught. Awazarike didn't make the break on the pass quick enough. And Julian Sane delivers a nice little dot. Come on, team. Why are we getting gashed by this UCLA offense, man? It's a handoff to the running back. He's going to get a few yards up to the 45. It hasn't really even been him killing us. I mean, he's the guy that they showcased at the beginning of the game like he's going to be a problem. But he hasn't really been that big of a deal. It's been the quarterback, Julian Sane. We got to stop running zones. We got to go to man coverage. Do I have any man coverages right here? No, nobody. The coach does not want to give me a man coverage play. The coach does not want to give me a man coverage play for some reason. Even though zone is clearly not working. They are finding the soft spot in the zone every single time. Oh, that's just a crazy, unbelievable route, and it's a touch. No, he stepped out of bounds. I thought for sure he was going to just walk in. He goes down at the 1, or steps out at the 1. Mistake by him. It's going to be a handoff. No, it's play action. What are you doing? Why would you call play action at the 1-yard line? I know that it makes a little bit of sense because we were predicting the run, so we were stacking the box, but you can't call play action from there, especially when you know that we're going to be blitzing. Pick it off. It's easy. It's Eric James Jr. intercepts the route, and if he takes this to the house, it could be the ball game. Eric James Jr. with nobody within 30 yards of him. It's a pick six house call, and Eric James Jr. might have just saved the Golden Broncos. Julian Sane tried to go to the flat. He tried to go to the sideline to get a couple extra yards and recover from the sack, but Eric James Jr. played that unbelievably well, pretty much perfect. He bounced the route, and nobody was going to get in close to tackling him. That's a huge play. 21-10, which means even if they do score a touchdown, they cannot take the lead or tie. They're still going to be down in the game. Huge pick six. That's going to be wide open. I mean, see, these are the types of routes that we just can't run in zone coverage. We can't have that. That's unacceptable to have that type of stuff happen. I don't know what our zone coverage is doing, but we are not covering, filling the zones. It's just not happening. Come on, Buckley. You haven't done anything really at all today. That's a crazy route. It works again. Grant Gray has 5 for 123. He's been absolutely destroying us. Julian Sane's been absolutely destroying us. Luckily, he doesn't have any touchdown passes in this one. He just has the picks. That's a quick throw. Tackle by Curtis. Mason Curtis makes the big play. They are taking a little bit too much time here on their drive. They really needed to score, like, instantly. That's a crazy route, and it's going to be a touchdown unless we can stop it. Nope, it's a touchdown. UCLA will bring back the score, and they might go, I was going to say, they might go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. They will attempt it to make it a 3-point ball game. Please do not get this. They're going to go with nobody's there. It's a 2-point conversion. It's 21-18. Do they go onside here? There's 2:27 to go. They don't go onside. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't go for it then. I wasn't sure. I bet maybe if they didn't get the 2-point, they'd go onside. But since they got it, it makes more sense not to because they just trust their defense. Their defense has done pretty well, I guess. But we need to drive this clock all the way down. And it's going to be hard to do when the blocking is just non-existent. Are you really not going to give me any blocking? Is that really what we're going to be in right now? Nobody wants to block a single person? They are bringing press coverage. We made it to the 2-minute warning. Oliver, he's got the speed. Jay Sean gets it up to the... I couldn't see before they called the timeout. Up to some sort of yard line, the 30-yard line. We need this first down. We need this first down more than we need air to breathe. Oliver, first down will not get it. It's 4th and 1. What do we do? What do we do in this spot? Is the QB sneak a good idea? We're a yard away. Maybe even more than a yard, really. I don't think he's going to get the line before. No, I got to call a timeout here. I don't think he's going to get the line before he falls to the ground. It's a little too risky on a yard. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I am I am uber confused as to what to do. Maybe we go with the X dagger. Oh, I don't like this whatsoever. If we don't get this, we're gonna lose this football game. Greg Mills, hold on to the football. He got it. Oh my God, Greg Mills. He got the first down. He held on to the pass. Oh my God, Greggy. Greggy Mills. We will kneel it and win the football game 21-18. Oh, that was a fight. That was such an unnecessary fight. UCLA was way better than I thought they were going to be. They were a tough team, and it was a tough environment. But that man right there, that is the reason we won this football game. Eric James Jr., the senior, comes up with maybe the biggest play of his entire career at this point. Just an absolute masterclass. And we stay undefeated. We win the game. Now, it wasn't an impressive win by any means, so it's not going to boost our standing with the recruits that much, but maybe it'll give us that little bit of an advantage we need to go into the game against Illinois in this second game of the doubleheader and hopefully get those recruits after the game. We have a lot of guys threatening to transfer, unfortunately, and it looks like it's playing style is the reason why. Illinois is bad. They are really bad. We jumped to number 1, though, in the country. We get Lamar Choice. So our first commitment of the year is the number 13 ranked player in the country, Lamar Choice, who was going to be on campus this game against Illinois. He'll still be on campus, but he has now committed. George Chin, with a victory, chooses us. Andre Price, I think, with a victory, chooses us. Walt Ogletree chooses us with a victory. Bulaga probably chooses us with a victory. The other ones we're going to have to battle. But man, that Andre Price one is tough. That's a battle right there. That is an absolute battle. We're going to put the 65 back on Max Schenk because now we have those hours freed up. So we're going to try to get back into the battle with Miami. We could schedule him on a week 8 against Iowa. He has the complimentary with the wide receiver, so we might as well get him on that. Frank Minor, we need to add more hours too. So we'll do that just to get him up to the full 65 because Nebraska, they capitalized on their visit, but now we have the advantage with the visit, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. And Brody, we need to get, not Brody, Bodie, or Body, whatever his name is. We need to get him on a visit too. How do we do that? We need to free up 20 more hours, but I can't take any hours off of these guys. Can I wait another week? Not really, because he's already got the week 8 with Penn State. The earliest I can do is week 10 because we got the bye. Oh, I mean, we might not need it. He might commit regardless. That's tough. That's a tough spot to be put into. We're going to take that away. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that for Demetrius Atwell. And hopefully we can stay ahead of Georgia Tech there. But we got our first commitment. 5-star left tackle Lamar Choice. This episode or this game against Illinois is going to be absolutely crucial to getting those other 5-star players. If we can win this game in impressive fashion, including a blowout, then we will win the commitment of those guys. So it's all down to this. Will we get the victory that we are so desperately looking for? We will find out right now. We will send the football away and start on defense. Here we go against Illinois at home with 5 stars on campus. They are not a good football team, but look what happened when we played UCLA, who we didn't think was a good football team. They took us down to the wire. I'd be very upset if Illinois also gave us a game. But you never know. I mean, Heisman difficulty can be a fickle beast most of the time. So we will try to stop them. At least we're not on the road in Champaign because that place is annoying to play in. We've jumped up to the number one team in the country. I think Ohio State was the number one team last time, so they must have taken a loss. I didn't really see. I should have looked, I guess. That's going to be dropped. Yes. 3rd and 8. Good coverage. TT Claiborne. It's going to be sad because this is the last generation or the last year of this generation of Golden Bronco players. So a lot of those final original players, good coverage. Also by TT. A lot of those original players that are still here are going to be gone, and it'll be a new era of Golden Bronco football, like Jeremiah Buckley, TT Claiborne, Kayvon Justice, Jordan Allen. He wasn't original, but he's been here a long time. Brennan Blankenship, Sammy Allen Jr., all these guys, Deuce Washington, all these guys have been here since the very beginning, and now they are seniors and going to be graduating. So, and there's plenty of others I didn't even mention. It's going to be a sad offseason. Losing all these guys. Okay, we know what we have to do. We have to win this game, first off. Secondly, blow out Illinois. That is the ideal situation. Penn State just beat USC, by the way. And I'm pretty sure Penn State was the team that had one of our recruits on campus. Was it? Well, no, that might have been a couple weeks from now. I know that Penn State has one of our guys going to their campus. But hopefully he commits to us before he goes on that trip. Oliver trying to find his way through. He gets to the 46-yard line, and we're left with maybe a goal line under. I don't really like going for goal line plays not at the goal line, but this might have to be our only option here. 3rd and 2. I think that's open. It is. It's Z Smith. Big catch. Big catch from a big dog. And they're pressing a lot earlier than a lot of teams do. They're going from the get-go. They're pressing up. Wow, defensive line. Ben Algier or Algier. I don't know. Is it same thing as the NFL guy? I don't know. But he got crazy pressure. Talk about crazy pressure. That guy didn't even get blocked on the edge. All right, so what looked like it was going to be a decent, promising drive has turned out to be stifled by this Illinois defensive line. That could be good. Sammy runs past everybody. Good job, Sammy. It's nice to have a little bit of speed at the wide receiver position because Sammy Allen Jr., if that wasn't Sammy, he probably doesn't get the first down there. He had just enough speed to outrun everybody. Oh, good change of direction. Jay Sean gets up to the 23. And we will try to punch this in. Can I hit that? That's not open, is it? No, it's pass interference. Pass interference. That wasn't really pass interference, but I'm gonna take it and ride with it because it helps us out. So thank you very much, DB for Illinois. Even though that's very annoying for you, that was not pass interference. I don't even think he touched him really. But in the eyes of the referee, you did too much, and we will take advantage of it. As the final play of the first quarter is here, and that is open a little bit. Dropped by Z Smith. I tried to fit that in too tight of a window, I think. Tried to fit that in a little too tight of a window. They have 2 rushing yards, and that's the entire offense so far because they had a couple incomplete passes. Okay, gotta get this in the end zone. Gotta get this in the end zone. What's the play call? Maybe a smash return? That could be something. I could see this working out. Oh, I waited a little too long, but it's still going to work. Wow, I didn't think I was going to even get that off, let alone be completed. But Greenwell makes the good catch. And it's 1st and goal from the 5. The handoff. Oliver, get in. Jay Sean scores. And we lead 7-0 against Illinois. Good job, Jay Sean Oliver. Massive touchdown to get us on the board first. Now all we got to do is do the same thing on defense that we did the first drive and get the football right back and score again. It's very simple. It's a very, very simple strategy. We just got to actually live up to it. Good tackle by Deuce. They started the 12. Come on, defense. This is not the same team as UCLA. We should be able to get more pressure on the quarterback. They're going to hand it off to their running back. He doesn't have a lot of burst. Kind of took him a long time to get out of the backfield there. But he's able to get a lot of yards out of it, I guess. Breaking a couple tackles. Another handoff. They go right back to him. He gets the first down, but he doesn't get much more after that. Are we going to get gashed by the run today? Because I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to get a nice little interception or something. Oh my god, the tackling is just god-awful in this team. We do not know how to tackle, apparently. Everybody, literally every single person that we tackle breaks the first tackle. Unless I go with like a cut stick. And I missed that tackle. That's not the team missing the tackle. That's me missing the tackle right there. Luckily, Stephilan was also in the backfield. So he shuts down the read option. But I completely whiffed with Buckley there. Because of course I did. Oh, pick that off. Oh, he caught it? That's crazy. I was a little bit behind him, so I knew that I wasn't actually going to be able to pick it, but I thought maybe we could make contact and have him drop it, but he held on to it. He's got strong hands. God gave him big hands and a strong grip, man. I mean, that's crazy. Jeremiah Buckley in the backfield, tackle for loss. 2nd and 12. Come on, defense. I just need a simple takeaway or stop or punt or something. That's not what's going to happen. That's going to be a first down. How do they get 13 yards on a 2nd and 12? What are we doing? Are we even trying to play? Or are we just letting them do whatever they want? Broken tackle. Shocker. He gets 3. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Let's do this. Handoff again. We tackle him. It's 3rd and 3. Okay. Do we dial up a blitz? I think we might. Let's go 46 mid blitz. Bring the pressure. Get to the quarterback. Don't let him do anything. It's going to be overthrown. Yes! He did not time up the throw very well, and it's overthrown. Do not hit this kicker. I swear to God, if you hit this kicker. Do not touch the kicker. Thank you. He'll drill the field goal. How come I can never get opposing field goal kickers to miss on the road? They always make it. I've seen plenty of other people have games where they're going up against somebody where the other team is on the road and they miss field goals all the time. But I don't ever get that. All my opposing teams make every field goal they kick. 3rd and 3 minutes to go in the second half. Or what? I'm not even speaking English right. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter is what I was trying to say. My brain was not working on that sentence. Greg Mills underneath. I kind of wanted to throw it to triangle, but I didn't think they were going to have it be open there. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We got to try and score a little bit quicker than what we're doing. The pace is not ideal. We'll go underneath the Blankenship. Blankenship gets a first down. And then we'll do... I don't even know. Do I try the slot fade? It didn't work against UCLA. I only ran it one time, I guess, though. Is he going to be open? No, he's not open. Just give it to Greg. Just check it down. Make sure we get some yards out of it. Ooh, I got to turn shoe clock off. We're getting a little dangerous. We're getting a little dangerous. That's open. That seems to be always open. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, we'll call a timeout here just to kind of get everything back in order here. We'll turn off the shoe clock, and we will go back on the attack. Somebody got to be open. Somebody got to be open. I think that's open. Oh my God, I got super lucky that number 14, whoever that is, the guy that tackled us. I got super lucky he didn't turn his head around, because if he did, that's a pick. I threw that a little bit earlier than I was expecting to, because I thought it was going to be more open. Oh, what the? Of course. I find a wide open guy, and the pass gets knocked down from the defensive line. 2nd and 10. We're going to go underneath. That is going to be Greenwell Jr. He turns up the field very well. Good turn up the field, Christopher. That's picture perfect right there. It doesn't get much better than that. And now we are from the 5 trying to punch this in, and Nick Madden's going to do it himself. He did it in the last game against UCLA. He will do it again against Illinois. A rushing touchdown puts us up 14-3, and we get the ball to start the second half. So we can achieve a potential double dip if we are executing on point. 17 seconds, they'll kneel it. Will they just kneel the ball and go into the half? What are they going to do here? No, they're actually going to run a play. Okay. At least one play, maybe two, probably two. I guess depending on what happens. And they're going to hand it off to their running back, and he will go down at the 31. They're not going to call a timeout. They're going to run some hurry up. Okay. Gonna run hurry up. And there's only 3 seconds left. He has taken a lot of time to make these audibles. And he won't get it off. I'm not sure what the game plan was there. If you're going to run hurry up, you got to know what the play is going to be. And you got to snap it right away. But they did not do that. And we will go into the locker room for the half, up 14-3 with the ball in the second half. We have a chance to really blow this game up. All right, we start the second half with the football. And we know what we have to do. We've got to score. Make this a blowout. So that is what we will try and do. Will it be successful? That is for future us to figure out. And it's not going to be successful in this one. Although Nick Madden's got a little bit of speed here. Nick Madden's got a lot of speed. Nick Madden! Okay. Knowing that Nick Madden can move a little bit certainly helps me out. That makes me feel a little bit better that we can escape the pocket more consistently than I originally may have thought. So that's good news. Is that ball going to be there? It is. Greenwell right there to catch it. And we're moving the ball efficiently on this drive. We are doing the Lord's work. Oliver is going to get this handoff. And he's going to bounce inside and fall down at the 32. And we'll go back to the easy play that's guaranteed to get open, I guess. Unless Sammy Allen Jr. wants to get open down the field. That'd be pretty helpful. And I think he might. Oh, I couldn't get it away. He was going to be open too. But they had instant pressure. Like actually instant. I know I say instant a lot. That was actually instant pressure. Because I was under center and he shed as soon as the ball was snapped. So he had legitimately instant pressure. Greenwell holds on for the first down. I thought for sure he was going to drop that. We've had that same situation happen plenty of different times over the course of these episodes, and he's dropped it a lot. But he holds on to that one. We'll hand off to Oliver, and Oliver will get down at the 19. Beautiful run. Great blocking. Nobody was really on that right side. We'll continue to move and hopefully get a first down here. Hand off Oliver, and he will get the first down, trying to get a couple extra yards, but brought down to 14. What do we got next? They want us to keep running the ball, which makes sense. We're trying to drain clock as well. Mac Bannister in the game now. Haven't seen a lot of Deuce Washington in this episode. It's been mainly Jay Sean, which is what I want, and then Mac has come in a couple of times. It is a 2nd and 9 situation. A little bit dangerous, but Oliver is going to give us a manageable third down. It's 3rd and 4 from the 8. I was hoping I could just get a first down there, but I couldn't reach. All right, 3rd and 4. We need to get this first down, and I think Mills has got it. Greg Mills, he might not have everything. Denied at the 2. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. We took the entire third quarter clock on that drive. That is perfect. Exactly what we want to do. Because if we can score here, that'll achieve the blowout rating that we are looking for, which is 17 plus. So if we can just get in the end zone here and not allow Illinois to score, then we will be sitting comfortable for some 5-star recruits. Oliver punches it in. Touchdown, Golden Broncos. I'm glad that this game is going a little bit more straightforward than that UCLA game was going. It is now 21-3. We have achieved the blowout recommendation. But now we just got to hold the blowout recommendation. And if we could add another touchdown to the score, that would be just chef's kiss. Be beautiful. Here we go. What could potentially be the last defensive drive we need. We got to have a good possession here. They're going to get the football away to the running back. Please tackle him. Thank you. He got way more yards than I wanted him to have. We need to get some pressure. These left tackles and these right tackles and left tackles are just not good enough. They cannot hold us very long. And look at that. That's exactly what I said. Jordan Allen sacking the quarterback. I knew that these tackles in general, just could not hold our guys that long. They were going to start to get worn out. And now our guys are feasting. Or at least hopefully. Allen coming around. Pick that off, please. Interception! TT Claiborne. I'm going to miss him so much, man. He's such a good corner. He's one of our better corners we've ever had. He's been developed here. He's a great player. It's an interception. And now we have a chance to not only run the clock down, but run over some people. Mac Bannister lowering the shoulder, sending that man in the dirt. But we have a chance to take some time off and pretty much firmly secure the blowout victory. If we can punch this in, that would give us a 28-3 lead, which is 25 points, and that is most definitely higher than 17. I know how math works. Oliver, great blocks down the side, and Oliver's into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Broncos. And we add another one to the board, which gives us pretty much a solidified blowout victory over Illinois with recruits on campus. Actually massive. Legitimately massive is that touchdown right there. We send this ball into the end zone. They're going to kneel it down. They'll start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so I lied about potentially the last drive there. I didn't think they'd throw a pick. I thought they'd punt it back to us, but they do have another chance here. But that just gives us another chance to get more interceptions or sacks or fumbles or anything else. Or I guess it gives them a chance to waste even more time for us. They'll do our job for us. Miami, by the way, I just saw on the bottom ticker, they are losing to Duke. And it's a multi-score game. That ball's out, but he picks it up. Jeremiah Buckley, he's been known to strip the football away from the quarterbacks in his career. That time it got a generous bounce, and it falls right back into his lap. Oh, that's a pick! It is! But I think I roughed the quarterback. Kayvon Justice intercepts the pass. I think it's a roughing the passer. That's a brutal flag. Jeremiah Buckley roughs the passer, and it's a first down for Illinois. On a 3rd and 18, nonetheless. That's a brutal roughing the passer call. They simply cannot call that, man. Ugh. That kills momentum. That deflates the entire team, man. That's a rough one, especially with the pick, too. That's tough. Somehow he gets that ball away before I sacked him. All right, well, I guess we just have to run it back again. Michael Gilly on the defensive line now. Gilly, he's going to get in the backfield. That's a bad throw. Bad decision. You lose 5 yards on that little dump off. Kayvon Justice makes a big play. 2nd and 15. Need to get another sack here. That'd be crucial. And it's going to happen. It's Jeremiah Buckley with the sack. He was running away from Jordan Allen. He turns around. He runs right into Buckley. Didn't really see him there. And now it's 3rd and 27 for the Illinois offense. It's going to be a screen. You know what? I respect it. A 3rd and 27 screen is insane to call, but I respect calling it. Because they knew they were going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so they're just trying to get yards back to make it a little bit more manageable, but I respect it. Oh, he's wide open. It's caught. First down on 4th and 21. I shouldn't have went for the pick there. I let him get that first down because I went for the pick and I wasn't close enough. If I don't go for the pick and just go for the tackle, he probably drops it. I shouldn't have got greedy because I allowed that first down to happen. I got greedy. I went for the pick. I thought I could make the ground up and get the pick there, but that's a stupid mistake by me. He gets the snap off before the 2-minute warning. Stefan Green can't get there. We bring him down. It's kind of an ugly tackle, but we bring him down. God, I hate myself, man. Why did I do that? I got greedy trying to go for the interception to seal the game, and I blew it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get that interception. What am I doing? Good tackle by Mason Curtis to break up the throw. But now it is a 3rd and 4 situation. It's obviously 4-down territory for them, because we've seen them go for it before on 4th down in this drive. He's going to have a touchdown. Oh, he's not. What's he doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, you had a touchdown on the ground. Yeah, you better hold your hand on your helmet. What are you doing? If you would have just kept running, you would have had a touchdown. Not even just a first down. That's an insane mistake by the CPU. Crazy mistake. And that's going to be caught for a first down. Can I challenge that? I don't know if that's a first down. the ball never crossed the line, I don't think. I don't know about that. You gotta give me the benefit there. I'm the home team. Give me the benefit. What's the call? Are they going to give him forward progress? What's the call here? They gave him the first down. Come on, that is not a good spot. You cannot be serious about the spot of that. All right, whatever. That's going to be a touchdown. That's a crazy diving catch. So Illinois, it's all my fault too because I gave them the 4th and 21 when I was going for that stupid interception. I got too greedy. And of course, we run into the kicker on the extra point. My God. The good news about this is we are still up by a blowout margin because when they kick this extra point or when they accept the extra point, it'll be 28-10, which is an 18-point deficit. I didn't go for onside. That's my bad. I probably should have. Please pick this up. Please pick this up. Please pick this up. Please. Okay, we are no longer comfortable. The blowout potential might be gone if we let them score again here. Well, it will be gone if we let them score again. How do you let that bounce off your hands and not pick it up, man? The onside kick mechanics in video games just don't work. I know I didn't click onside. I probably should have. That's on me. But even, it touched your hands. How do you not pick that up? It wasn't even like bouncing crazy. It was just on the ground. You just didn't pick it up because the AI ball tracking just doesn't exist. That's going to be caught. It's going to be a first down. They're going to call us a timeout here. They're going to ruin my blowout opportunity. It's going to be 28-17. That's not a blowout. Oh my God, they just killed me. Where was this Illinois team in the beginning of the game? Because they are absolutely destroying me now. All of a sudden, they just become the most unstoppable team of all time. I didn't even block the extra point. It's 28-17. That is not a blowout. That is most certainly not a blowout. I did call onside this time, thankfully. I remembered. Now, with a minute to go, we have to score. Thank God. With a minute to go, we have to score if we want this blowout. I guess the blowout's not necessary. Why did I say it like that? It's not necessary, but it is helpful to secure some of these recruits. So we definitely want it. Jay-Sean Oliver, they're going to use a timeout. It's expected. But they're going to be pressing, so we have a chance here to do some damage. They're going to use a timeout again. Can I fit that in there? That's a tough throw, but he's going to do it. Nick Madden's going to score a touchdown. Z Smith. Oh my God, Nick. I didn't think you had it in you. That's an insane athletic throw. And that secures the blowout. Unless, obviously, they score again. Wow. That is an insanely athletic throw to deliver from Nick Madden. And it wasn't even, like, off target. It wasn't a low throw. It wasn't behind him or anything. It was pretty much right on dead center, right in his gut. Crazy talent from Nick Madden there. Maybe we made the right decision with the quarterback. 49 seconds and a single timeout for Illinois' offense as they try to scrounge anything together to ruin my hopes of a blowout victory. The quarterback throws it away on first down. 44 seconds. The timeout remains. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. He's going to throw it away again, so he just wastes about, 7 seconds or something. And it's a 3rd and 10 scenario. 2 more plays, and we can have some 5 stars commit to the program. Quarterback's going to scramble and then throw it away. Why is this quarterback afraid of running? He's got potential for so many yards, and he's throwing it away by literally throwing the ball away. Final play of the game, possibly, for Illinois. They're going to go deep. Intercepted by De Carvalho. If we could add another touchdown, that'd be awesome. De Carvalho trying to get around the corner. Won't be able to do it. But 35-17. Is that the blowout victory we needed? I think it is, right? Because if we go quick math, 20 to 35 would be a 15-point deficit. So then take three off of that, it's an 18-point victory. Yeah, so this is good enough. We don't need to add any more points. We probably could add a field goal to it, but 18 points is higher than 17 points. So we get the job done. We secure the blowout. We should have commitments. At least three. I'm thinking at least three 5 stars will commit after this game. I don't know about the corner who was going to either Georgia or us. But we should have three commitments in this one, unless he commits to us as well. Then that's probably four. But this, I mean, that play was crazy. The blanket or the Nick Madden throw to Z Smith to secure the blowout. Oh man, that was much needed. We had to have the victory and we had to have the blowout. We secured it. We stay undefeated. Most likely stay the number one team in the country, unless they knock us down. I guess for other reasons. I don't know. We might be the only undefeated team left in football, especially because the Buckeyes lost. All right, let's advance here and show me some commitments. Show me the number one player in the entire class. Show me him. Show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. Jeremiah Buckley's player of the game in the Big Ten and nationally. Congratulations to him. We still are the number one team in the country. We have ours, but that doesn't mean anything because we had a bunch of visits. We got Andre Price, but George Chin did not accept. He did not commit. We got the blowout. We got the complimentary visit. He liked the meet alumni. It wasn't amazing, but he still didn't choose to commit. The number one player in the country. We got Andre Price, which is the one I didn't think we'd get. Ogletree didn't accept either. Neither did Bulaga. Anderson. Max Schenk chose Miami. Minor chose Nebraska. Really, Frank? We got Malau Bodie. I don't know how to say his name. But he's another commitment. So that's 3 5 stars added in the class. But how did we not get George Chin? That's real tough. That's real tough. It just sucks because some of the players we don't have great hours to work with. So it's pretty tough to, or not great hours, great ratings to work with. It's just tough to try and do this, but we are trying our very best. I'm going to add the full 65 on Braden Leidke. That should get him to commit, hopefully. The 5-star Max Marcus, did I like him? He didn't have a lot of speed, which is something I do want in my players, but he's getting pretty under-recruited right now. What about some of these other players? Manny Sharp, how good was he? He doesn't look horrible. I don't know what his speed is. It's not showing me his speed. But I could certainly see myself going in on him a little bit. I'll go 60 instead of 65 on him. George Balot. He looks okay. I might go 60 on him as well. We'll offer him a Scully. Toss a little 60 on him. See what happens. What about Jeff Irving? 94 speed, 74 press. His awareness is pretty low, but he's got 77 man. He looks like he could be a solid player. We might get him on the recruiting path here. We are in the lead for him anyway. I don't know what I want to do with this quarterback though, or with the 5-star. Ooh, I forgot about Jawan Ellington. Hold on. He actually looks pretty solid. I forgot about this dude. We got to take some hours off of Jeff Irving. I forgot about this guy. All right, where's he at? Nope, there we go. Jawan Ellington. We got to go in on him. Put the 5 on him. Put the 10 on him. Actually, let's take off the 5 so we still have 25 to put on Jeff Irving. But I forgot about Jawan Ellington. He looks pretty good. And we'll put 25 on Jeffrey Irving. Okay. So our new priority becomes Jawan Ellington because he looks pretty good. And obviously still some of the 5-stars, including the number one player in the country. But I thought he was going to commit after that game. He chooses not to. I still don't know what to do with this guy because I mean it's another 5 star, so it looks good on paper, but does he really fit the team? He doesn't have a lot of speed. He's got 80 speed. Right now we have the number 26 class in the country because all we have committed right now is 3 5 stars. That's pretty fun though to have 3 5 stars committed. And we got out of all the people that we got committed there, we got the one guy that I didn't think we'd get. But next episode, we will have another game against Washington. If you remember last season, we lost to Washington in the regular season, and then in the Big Ten championship game, we got a revenge on them and we beat them. So this is the rubber match. Who's going to win it? Hopefully, it's us. But also in the next episode is week number 8, which is another home game and another visit week. So pretty massive episode again. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.